point, do you think we can get 1 million barrels a day out of the SPR?
Well, I think the government wants to try. We'll find out. That would be the most significant volumes we've tried to extract. You probably don't know until you try, but it's an aggressive goal. And, so I think we'll have to wait and see. It'll be 500,000 to 1 million barrels a day. It's still a meaningful number. It's moving prices today to the downside, at least in terms of short-term crude.
How much price action, Dan, have we seen since this announcement, which I believe was rumored during the session yesterday? Would you say about 8% total decline in oil prices so far?
Yeah, call it $6 to $8 a barrel, which is, in percentage terms, that's not a huge percentage these days. I mean, it's a meaningful move. I think, Kelly, the other thing to look at, though, is the longer dated crude, 23 and 24. That's actually up today, which is reflective of you add barrels to the market in 2022, but you're probably going to refill the SPR in 23 and 24. So you're just pushing a problem from 22 into the future. So we're deferring, not solving with this process.
So roughly speaking, maybe we've taken WTI from 110 to 102 a barrel here, which, again, will bring gasoline prices down somewhat. Dan, what does an approach like this mean for the energy stocks? So it looks like everything so far is not actually trying to destroy demand because that's politically unpopular. So it's basically facilitating and to some extent having taxpayers, if we do rebates or something, helping to facilitate that increase in demand, which seems like it should be bullish for this sector. But what do you think?
Well, you look at stocks today and they're up in a tape where oil is down, at least in the front month. And so I think that's investors saying this is continuing the dynamic of a tight supply demand market over time. I think the other thing we've got to consider here is that getting prices down in the near term doesn't do anything to this issue of energy security. If anything, it makes it worse because lower prices in the near term volatility pushes these companies to be afraid of investing. So right now, it feels like we've got a little bit of the stick being applied by the government. The question is, don't we need some carrots to get the industry on board with energy security?